Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shubha Jyoti and I am an anesthesiologist by profession. I never thought that I would be an anesthesiologist when I was in my 10th. I never imagined that. Like, never. Today I'm making this video for students who are studying in 10th or somewhere around that time, and also for their parents, because we do know a lot of information about what are the different career options. If you Google them, you'll get tons of them. You'll get a lot of information on YouTube as well. I am here to talk to you about the mindset and stress the importance of the decision you will be making at this point of time. I really hope that someone would tell me this when I was in my 10th. When you are in 10th or around that time, you are dealing with a lot of things. You have friends and social issues, a lot of feelings that come up due to hormonal changes, a lot of your body changes. You struggle with your physical and mental changes. A lot of things are going on in your life. And what usually happens, at least what happened with me, was what I want to do ahead in life was not my priority at that time. Like, it did not matter to me. I'll tell you what happened. So it was a random chat with my dad. Just I think my dad came up to me and tried asking me what I want to be doing ahead. And the only discussion we had was about either do I want to become a doctor or an engineer. That was the only discussion we had. And that was because the only option my dad or me or whoever around was thinking about, even in my school, the only discussion was that are you joining Akash or PACE? Because at that point of time, Akash was for preparing you up for the medical exams, and PACE was for the engineering exams. So that was the only discussion I had with my dad. I also remember giving some aptitude tests that suggested I was best suited to become an orthopedic, which now I realize was not a good prediction because it's mostly a male dominated profession and I do not have the kind of mechanical energy that is required to become an orthopedician. The only thing I thought at that time was that what I needed to do for the rest of my life was to give my life to service and to humanity to help other people. And that is why I chose doing MBBS, and that is why I chose to prepare with Akash. And all that sounds really great, and people around me would say that, yeah, everything is good in my life and great. Okay, yeah, that's good. It's not bad. But there's a lot of other things I wish someone had told me at that point of time. That is primarily the other career options that are actually available, because I was given just two. If I had known about other things that I could do at that point of time, I think my decision could have been different. I think I would have liked to explore many different things. I don't know if the situation is same for parents now. Some must have evolved to an extent, but not all. At least they will be very happy if you become a doctor, engineer, or a lawyer, and not too happy with any other profession. Parents might have started to accept different choices but might not be very satisfied by the decisions made by their children. And I think this is very wrong. They should let their children do whatever they want to, or at least it's a very humble request to all the parents that instead of viewing it as my son or daughter who is going to become this, you should view it as something that your son or daughter is going to be doing for the rest of their lives. It is very important. You have lived your life for so many years. You know how it is to not be doing something that you don't love doing. Like at your job, you're not very passionate about something that you're doing, then it's not a happy life. If you like and love what you're doing every day, and that's the kind of work you're doing, then you love your job and you would love to continue doing that. It doesn't really feel like work. You're working at something that is your dream and that is the best life possible. And that is not the life most people live. Most people are not doing what they love. I like doing what I do in a way that I don't want to compliment myself, but my patients feel comfortable during their surgery. I try to make them comfortable. There are some very anxious patients, it's very difficult to actually counsel everybody, But for most patients, I think I do a pretty decent job helping them through the surgery. So it's a good experience. It's a good feeling that you help people get through something that is difficult for them. So that's a good feeling. It's great. But at the same time, there are a lot of other things that I wish I had done. Like, for example, learning music. Because I still remember in my 12th standard, I had told my dad that if I don't get into medical, I'm going to be learning music. I'll do the proper degrees that are required. I'll build a career out of music. And he was all right with that. But that was my backup option. That is, if I failed at becoming a doctor, only then would I have thought about that. So I gave becoming a doctor a priority because that was just right, according to everyone. And I sidelined what I loved just for the society. But I got selected in medical, and then I didn't have an option. And now sometimes I feel that if I had chosen the other way around, I wish I could just experience how that would have turned out for me. Now I cannot change that, and so that's just done. So I just go with it. But sometimes I do feel that music is what I like. It makes me happy in my leisure time. That is what I love to do. And if that would have been my work every day, that would have been my dream come true. But sadly, that's a life that only some people are living. And I hope for more people to live like that. More people should choose what is best for them when it's the right time. Because when it's actually the time to choose, you don't actually understand the depth of the situation. You do not realize that this decision will affect you for the rest of your life. I don't think a 10th standard kid actually has the maturity to understand this. So it's either the parents or teachers or someone in the family who has to make the kids understand. They don't realize that they will be stuck with this decision for rest of their lives. But whatever is chosen is what you need to do and survive with for the rest of your life. So, yeah, this is all I wanted to convey to parents as well as the students, that it's a very important decision. It's going to affect the rest of your life. It's what you will be doing for the rest of your life, all day, every day. You put in so much of dedication, so many years of hard work going into whichever field that you choose. And then, if you complete the whole thing and then get degrees, you get into a job, and then you realize that this is not what I want to do, then it's a very different level of heartbreak. So I don't want anybody to go through this in the future. I hope students and parents realize the depth of this situation, discuss the different career options with each other, and choose the best for themselves. I'm going to end my video here. If you do find it helpful, please share with someone who needs to hear this, and see you for another video, I guess.